and then I think Meta might have a question.
I'll let Jeff
Okay.
talk first, because,
Okay, so can you just give a little explanation then?
Sure. Back in 2003 or 4, we looked at all our county highways as far as designating them county freeways for the major arterials throughout the county to more or less protect them at a higher level. Manhattan Moni that we already have to the east of Center Road was designated in 2004 as a county freeway. So when we took over this next 2 miles that Board Member Ogala mentioned, we would like to extend that freeway designation all the way to 45 to maintain that continuity.
Go ahead, your light's on, Steve, go ahead.
okay, well, what's the difference between calling it a freeway and a road?
Sure. Keep it very simply. It's very similar. The design standards are very similar with the really only 3 caveats as far as we're concerned. Our ordinance kind of adds a few things that kind of backs up what the state statute is. State statute makes that the county board actually has to approve access points on there. So it's an added level of when someone wants to come in and get a new permit or alter their entrance, they usually only have to go to the county engineer, except on a county freeway. You also have to get county board approval. It's just an extra step. So like you were aware for protection of our freeways. I assume that's what they mean by that, but it's just a step. More importantly, in our ordinance, when we designate a freeway, we then have the developers dedicate 75 feet of right-of-way instead of 60. Our general highways are 60-foot right-of-way. Freeways require 75. So if a new developer comes in, they would have to dedicate that. We already addressed, single-family homes and that previously, so that's not included. But a big land development comes in, it adds that added protection. And then the other thing is for access control. With freeways, we limit our major access points to quarter miles. That way we don't have these multiple accesses throughout our long arterials to kind of cause problems with congestion. So the large developments are limited to a quarter mile. That's what a freeway does.
I was
I
gonna
don't
go
go
with-
on that
go
road a
ahead.
lot, but whenever, like you just said, from 60 feet to 75 feet, that means that you could expand that road into a much bigger than it is. It's already difficult to go out and make a left-hand turn. So that would, if you expanded it, it would make it so it'd be almost impossible without getting in an accident. You add another lane on there, well, how are you gonna make a left-hand turn? I don't even want to make a left-hand turn now.
Well, anytime we do an improvement out there, and a left turn lane is warranted, we're going to add the left turn lane in the middle. If we add more lanes or keep.
But I'm
things the
talking
same.
about if you're coming out of a street. There's streets on there too. Now, I just look at it like, this is the beginning of another, I don't know how many residents live there along that road, but it reminds me of the same crap we got at 143rd Street. Exactly the same thing. We start off with something that sounds nice, and then next thing you know, government overreach, here it comes. The government says we're gonna make it 75 feet, and 75 feet's 150 feet. So now you're gonna have a monster road. So, I mean, it's one of those things that, to me, it's like what you just said. That's what I was worried about. And what you just said indicates that we gotta trust the county, whether it's you or a replacement for you when you're dead or sick or whatever. But we gotta trust the government. I don't trust nobody in the freaking government, especially on roads, because look what's
Now
happening.
they've all gone crazy.
I mean, on 143rd Street, we voted, it's like, how many times to stop everything,
but
and it's not going into effect. You could do the same thing that the people over there. Exactly the same thing. And I don't want to see that happen. So I'm going to be voting no on this kind of stuff.
Okay. Frankie?
I was just wondering what happens to
The
it.
45, it remains an IDOT route, so it's still their roadway.
Still their roadway.
Thanks.
So that'll be my next step to get Jeff to look at that.
At least we get
Sure.
them to another state route, Route 45, instead of stopping at Center Road at this point.
Right.
I actually use this. I go to Green Garden.
Yeah, I think it's a definite benefit that this county owns it and hopefully the county can continue going all the way
It,
around.
it would be something to consider, but we're going to bite off chunks.
Right, because there's an improvement that has to be made
The
there.
road definitely needs improvements.
Right, it's not in good shape. So, Micah?
Thank you. I am curious. I know that you said it's a 2 mile stretch. It needs lots of repairs. There's gonna be snow removal. Is there funding available to take care of all of those needs that this little section has?
Yeah, we're incorporating all that into our general maintenance plan,
Mhm.
and the actually improvement of this 2 mile section is built into our current 5-year plan. So we're looking to get a contract underway to start design of that 2 mile within the next couple of months.
Right. And
Thank
this
you.
isn't doing anything. He already took the jurisdiction over, so.
Okay, thank you.
Jackie?
Jeff, I've been meaning to ask you, where is the overlay plan? Is that in the 5-year plan?
People turn.
The overlay plan?
Yeah, for replacing,
In the multi-year plan, we just
Blacktop.
put a general dollar amount for overlays because we don't generally plan 5 years out for overlays.
so that just comes up annually?
Yeah, we review the
each
roadways
road.
on an annual basis. Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jeff, for that.
You're welcome.
Joe, did you want to say anything? No, just, okay. Oh, changed his mind. Okay. I was just making an adjustment, okay. All right, thank you, Jeff, for that explanation.
So I think we need a roll.
Yes, a roll call, please.
Parker,
Yes.
Balich. Dean Schlottman,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Euler,
Yes.
Pretzel,
He left.
Richmond, Chenier,
Yes.
Van Dyne,
Yes.
Williams, Ogala.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. Okay, item number 9 is transferring appropriations